change. We're in a transition period and people are coming on island, and a lot of people are planning to start leaving the island. A lot of families I know do it around the school year, but there's also people that are in a contract and maybe their contract ends in March or April, and so they're starting to make plans for what's next for them. And so obviously that comes with a lot of stress. Stress is one of those things. Stress isn't always a negative event. You know, we get stressed when we're getting married or we're going away to college or starting a new job. Those are exciting things, but they're also stressful. And so one of the things that you just want to be aware of is, what are you doing to kind of slow down and manage? Because when we're under stress, there's this element of pressure with a time element and all the things that you want to get done. And so if you can kind of slow those out and maybe track them out a little bit and try to divide your time so you're not spending so much energy and having to build it all up and retain all of that essentially pressure to try to get all of it done, and just kind of try to be organized and still do the things that you enjoy, because you're still going to need to find that energy and that positivity to get through it. So try to stay as connected as you can to your family and your friends and your reasons why this transition is happening for you and the positives about it, and do your best to just kind of build your cushion and your buffer in order to survive the stress.
Prior to becoming the RTS Range Director here, I was Director of Contracting at an Army installation for 3 years. So transitioned many contracts, dealt heavily supporting the installation, management command there at my installation. And contract transition is a very stressful time for both the employees of that contract and as well as the community members dependent upon the services that contract provides. So I guess the best advice I could always give to both parties is there'll be a lot of emotions during that transition. Do your best to communicate and just remain calm during that period. There'll be plenty of emotions. There'll be people that will have high, stress based off of, uncertainty of employment situation coming up, as well as the potential of losing a vital service or something being kind of missed between the cracks. And most times, the contracting officers are involved, here on island for this transition. And I think the team here will probably pull us through it, and it won't be without heartache and heartburn. And, it's a new contract, so it'll be a different way of doing business. That's just the crux of it. Not every contract's the same, so that means if I was doing a certain way on Monday for the first contract, you could potentially be doing it slightly different, but still achieving the same end result. So, just remain calm is my biggest guidance. I'm not involved in it in any way. It's, LOGCAP, it's in the hands of the U.S. Army Garrison. We are a customer of it, just like everyone else. We have, the same anxiety about continuity during a very heavy mission window coming up. I've seen it before, not to, trivialize it, but sometimes you just have to let the transition occur first, then analyze and basically adjust anything that needs to be adjusted after the fact.
The Youth Center just made your quad shopping trips a lot more cheerful.
I don't think Surfway ever had any color in it. Ever since it's been built, it's just been plain white. You come in, get your groceries, and go. But now you come in and you get to enjoy a piece of artwork done by the students.
The project was a collaboration between the Surfway and the CYS.
I gathered up the designs and I showed it to the individual from Surfway that wanted this piece and had her figure out which ones that she thought would work best within Surfway. There definitely was challenges. Students always are very optimistic and wanted to paint probably all the walls. Our original thought was painting this wall and the wall behind it, but it didn't quite work out with timing and supplies. Living on an island's kind of hard. The students on island are quite busy, but I'm just glad we have this one mural and it really catches the eye of everyone that comes through the door. I think maybe it brings a little bit of happiness into Surfway. Adding color, and especially a lot of color, brings, hey, that little smile when you're going to get your coffee at the end of the day.
We are excited to be your MCs tonight. We have some wonderful dancing from Kwajalein and Ebi, variety skits performed by Keystone Club and Torch Club, and much more. Sit back and enjoy the show.
That's right, Chair. Everyone performing will show us their amazing talents.
Did you know that you can tune a guitar, but you can't tune your voice?
Drove highways and byways to be there with you. Over and over, the only truth. Everything comes back to you.
Ha! Imposter, I'll kill them all!
You know what? Quad Kids certainly have a passion for our environment as well. Over the summer, a group of dedicated students collectively picked up 6,523 pounds of trash, and that is 523 pounds over our collective goal.
Wow. Were you a part of this?
Yes, I was, and you should have seen all the trash we were able to find on that island. The really sad part about it is that when we got there, we picked up a lot of trash, and it looked like we weren't even there. It was just horrifying.
I make kids think that it's cool to do the right thing. And I make all kids, all of my students, unafraid to speak up.
Welcome to Among Us, a murder mystery game where there's an imposter and a bunch of crewmates. The crewmates need to complete tasks while the imposter tries to kill them all.